Guys, after a long pause, movies are back with a bang. Tenet is the latest action sci-fi flick starring John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Elizabeth Debicki, Kenneth Branagh, and Dimple Kapadia amongst others. The film is written and directed by Christopher Nolan. The world is on the brink of another world war, and it's all down to a secret agent played by John David Washington to take on a dangerous mission with the survival of the world hanging in the balance. Honestly, that's as far as I can talk about the plot of this film without getting into spoiler territory. Even though this film has been out for a while, I'm not going to spoil it. This is a release that begs to be watched in a theatre to get the full-blown experience as intended by the director. After all, this is Christopher Nolan, who keeps the big screen in mind with anything he creates. Tenet is undoubtedly one of his most ambitious films in that regard. I'd say that it's one of Nolan's most Nolan-esque films till date. And all of his trademarks are there. Stunning mind-bending visuals, check. Audacious practical special effects, check. Staggering sound design, double check, and I'll come back to that later. Mysterious characters, check. A baffling plot that needs multiple viewings to comprehend it fully, check and mate. Now that last point can be a potential deal breaker, especially in the current scenario. Tenet is built around time, or the illusion thereof, and to say it is complex is an understatement. The plot is intricately woven to mirror going back and forth in time. It becomes really tough to keep track of what's going on if you aren't paying enough attention. Sure, the visuals and effects and background score will definitely keep you on your toes. But I believe the most crucial aspect of storytelling is emotional investment by the audience. That is this film's biggest gamble, and that's why Tenet will polarize people across the board. This is no fault of the cast, who are all good in their roles. But the stand-up performances come from Robert Pattinson and Kenneth Branagh, and unfortunately I cannot get into details without spoiling what they bring to the story and why that matters so much eventually. What I can tell you is that the more I see of Robert Pattinson's work, the more I'm growing to like this actor in whatever he does. He has a fabulous screen presence, and if you still dislike him for his initial work, then you're really not paying enough attention. Meanwhile, Dimple Kapadia showcases her years of experience in a pivotal role that capitalizes on her trademark poise and grace as Priya. Elizabeth Debicki, who plays Kat, adds some of the emotional aspects that could resonate for some viewers. Personally, one of the biggest struggles I had with Tenet was finding it hard to relate with the unnamed protagonist played by John David Washington. Again, no fault of his whatsoever, but the role is written to be a certain way that allows the intricate screenplay to unfold and entwine around him. I guess a lot of his character's decisions will make sense in the end because that's how Nolan deems it to be. It's just how this story structure works. But along the way, and make no mistake about it, Tenet is a technical marvel. Some of the visuals are simply mind-boggling. Very few directors working today can pull off some of these stunts, mostly done practically, and Nolan dares to make them work. There is one particular sequence involving a building that made me gasp because it was so surreal and yet did not look CGI'd at all. The background music is what you'd expect from a Nolan film. While Hans Zimmer hasn't done the score, Ludwig Göransson certainly does his best version of how Zimmer would sound. But it's mixed in a baffling way that often makes it hard to focus on what the characters are saying. You need subtitles while watching this or you'll get lost. Which brings me to my biggest issue with the film, the script. Other than a few scenes where the characters are allowed to express themselves, this 2.5-hour film relies heavily on exposition, often delivered so rapidly that there's little time to take things in. This is one of those films that requires multiple viewings to let it all fully sink in, but in these times, unfortunately, that may not be possible. Keeping all this in mind, I'm still going with 4 stars for Tenet. I think it's great that Nolan challenges the intelligence of his audience with such far-fetched concepts. Unfortunately, this pandemic will discourage repeat visits to the theatre to extract everything he has put into it. While we cannot deny that Nolan continues to push the boundaries in filmmaking, I think that Tenet will divide a lot of viewers along the way, but it's one of those films that will be better appreciated over time. Guys, in these testing times, if you decide to step out and watch movies, please ensure to take all the necessary precautions. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Until next time, stay tuned to E Now.